Hey everybody, it's Kim Dahnke, the Shibboleth new member fast track instructor. I hope you've had a great day today. My laptop gets moved from all over the place inside my home during the day and sometimes at other people's homes or restaurants. So that's why you see me adjust it every night. It's never in the same place. So if you are on Facebook, hey Patty, thank you for sharing. If you're on Facebook, please take a second to tell us hello. Give us a few hearts, a few likes, and if you are willing to share like Patty Bass is doing right now, it really helps us. The share button for you is free to click, but it really does help us get in front of new eyeballs. What we really want is for people to be able to see what we have to offer. That's all. I mean, they don't have to become a member, but if they like and what they see and hear, we hope that they do. Hey, Tabitha, my daughter is on Zoom for a 4-H baking class. How fun. Oh, thank you for sharing. I love that. Thank you for doing that, Tabitha. Appreciate it very, very much. So Patty, who's sharing, is almost at 100 pounds lost within a year, a little bit over a year. And Tabitha has already lost 40 pounds since this summer. Okay, so if you have any idea or don't know whether or not this program works, let me just tell you, it does. I lost 50 over 2 years ago and have now maintained that for 2 years. And I'm happy to. If you are in the Zoom room, please take a chance to set your chat to everyone and then say hello. Hey, Nancy from Snellville. So glad you're here. That's awesome. Who else is with me here in the Zoom room? In the Zoom room, we've got Amanda and Deb and Kim and Melissa. Hey, everybody. So glad y'all are here. I was just over listening to the Elite Club. You know, I tell y'all about the Elite Club on the Shibby Show in the mornings, and we were talking about cellular recovery, how at night, if you'll go to sleep on an emptier tummy, you know, you don't have to be starving, but I mean, you know, have given yourself time to digest before you go to bed. And I know it's true. One, you sleep better, but there's other cellular recovery that happens. And that's what they were talking about. I was hanging on listening to them talk, and then I popped in over here. Okay, well, I'm super excited about tonight because one of the things that Melissa, I'm down 7 pounds in 1 week. Awesome. Congratulations. Thank you for your help at the doctor. My sugar was down 40 points. Way to go, Melissa. That's awesome. This is the kind of stuff that excites me. I love the stats. I love the numbers, and I just love seeing lives change by learning this information, by learning the information. Now, you can learn it, but if you don't apply it, it doesn't work. So we have to apply it. Thank you for applying it, Melissa. That's the difference in you and other people. You applied it. So way to go. So I really like knowing, thank you, Deb, for being so encouraging. I like knowing what I can eat that makes me feel like I'm having chips or cookies or something like that. So we're actually going to be talking about a lot of that tonight, okay? I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. We're going to head to Fast Track because that's what we do. We head to Fast Track, and I'm going to be going over lap 5 tonight. Now, lap 5, we're going to familiarize ourselves with the void replacement resource. I'm going to go ahead and read this little black box. Check here to find approved replacements for some of your favorite things to avoid having an unplanned holiday. Okay, now then freebies, it says list 7 freebies on your fast track sheets. Let's see, Darren, my A1C was down today at the doctor's office. Awesome, Darren. I love that. Way to go, Darren. That's awesome. I love this. That's fabulous. Thank you for telling us that. I got to turn my fan on. Hang on. So that worksheet that we looked at on Tuesday night, the one where you fill in your favorites, and then you start building some meals, in the bottom left-hand corner, it asks you, yeah, I bet Chris is excited about that, Darren, because Chris is really focused on getting her sugar numbers down too. So thank you for encouraging him, Chris. So on Tuesday night, in the bottom left-hand corner of that worksheet, there's 7 spots for freebies, extras, snacks, and meal replacements. There's no spot on there for void replacements per se, because honestly, void replacements are really freebies, extras, snacks, and meal replacements, okay, because we get to use them in those ways. But they meet that need that if we were having a void, like if we were having a ice cream desire, we can look on there and see what we could go do. And most of the time, ice cream is a snack, and we would just use it as a snack, you know, that kind of thing. So freebies are technically unlimited, but just because they are allowed technically in an unlimited way, is that the smartest thing to do? It's not. So just because it's allowed does not mean that it's expedient or useful. But hey, do what you got to do to keep a perfect day. Okay. Freebies aren't going to have that much of an impact on your body. But what we don't do is we don't add freebies to meals. Okay. So if you're making a meal and that meal is a category, like let's say it's broccoli, and that's a category 2, but broccoli is also a freebie. You just don't use that in a meal. You would eat broccoli on its own after a meal. But if you're eating it with a meal, you call it a category 2. Chris says that pickles were her go-to on the freebies. That's yeah, Chris, a lot of people tell me that they need to take stock in pickle companies after they start Shibboleth if they like pickles. I don't eat pickles. Okay, and an extra, I just say it's something a little extra. It's such a small little thing. It's a little taste. It's like maybe, you know, you've eaten a meal, but then you want just a little taste of something sweet. That's an extra. Okay, there's a lot of things that can be used as extras though, but it's just something a little extra. All right, now 1 extra per day is allowed, and we'll go over some of the most popular ones. List 7 snacks. I want you to list 7 snacks on that worksheet. Now, 1 snack per day is allowed, but just keep in mind that just because they are allowed does not mean they're expedient. But I would rather you have an approved snack, extra, and freebie than to give up a perfect day. That's what I'd rather you do. Okay, so that's why we go over these things, so you'll know what you can use. And then we're going to list 7 meal replacements on that worksheet. Now, technically tonight, I'm not going to be listing them on the worksheet. We're going over looking for them. And if you like some of the ones that we go over, then you go ahead and list them. And if you're not filling in that worksheet and you're just writing it on another sheet of paper, that's fine. You can do that too. But meal replacements are a perfect combination of fiber, protein, carbs, etc., that make up a complete meal. But it's those things that maybe seem like you're eating an oatmeal cream pie from Little Debbie. It seems like you're eating a Pop-Tart, but instead all the nutrients have been put together in a way that is not going to have a blood sugar impact on you, and you can use it as a meal replacement. In weight loss, it is best to use -2 and -3 meal replacements. So if you happen to be on here tonight and you are not a member, please know that you're our special guest. We're so thankful that you found us. My name is Kim Dahnke, and I am the new member Fast Track instructor, and we're going through Fast Track. We're on lap 5. There's 7 laps, and so I teach the class Sunday night through Saturday night, and we go over everything. And if you like what you hear and see tonight, please get a membership. You can get a membership at myshibboleth.com, myshibboleth.com. And it's only $65 for a lifetime membership right now. So please go ahead and grab that while it's at that price. It will not stay that price forever. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and click right here. I start on this backwards. I actually feel like I should rearrange this, but I don't. So 7 meal replacements. Why do I start off with meal replacements first? Because when I didn't start off with meal replacements first, I didn't get to give them their full due. And meal replacements are actually pretty important. If you don't like to eat a processed product, you don't have to eat meal replacements, but we go over them because we want you to know what is available to you. And some of these products are better than others. You just have to make the decision on which one you want to use. That's one of the things that I love about Shibboleth, is that I get to make lots of choices in Shibboleth. I just know what works. I know how to do the whole shield, and then I know how to make good choices now. And I only use what's approved on a perfect day, obviously. But you can tell I already have this weight loss meter set to -2, -3. Do you see how when I hover my mouse over that little line, the little range pops up? It's a -3 to -2. So I've already got the meal replacements in that particular link set, so you don't have to do the setting of that. But who likes pancakes? Anybody like pancakes? I know I like pancakes. And these are the AHS pancakes, Advanced Health Systems. AHS. Now, Advanced Health Systems is a product that is specifically made for weight loss purposes. This is not something you find out at the grocery store. So if you do want these, you can just buy them from our little store. If you don't want them, you just don't buy them from our little store. But AHS, anytime you see that, you can know that it was a product specifically for weight loss. This is a high protein pancake, and they are good. I eat them a lot. Now, when I open up this product, you can see that I've given it 5 stars because I like it a lot. It's a -3 on the weight loss meter used in a certain way. Okay, there's other ways you can use it. There's where you can click and get it in our store if you want to. And right here under the category, I always look at this category listing. I want to be aware of how I can use foods. So I could use this as a snack. I could use this as a meal replacement, or I could use this as a perfect pairing. So I can use this one of these 3 ways. And to tell how to use that, you just scroll down and look at the description. So you could have 2 packages as a meal, and it'd be a -3 meal. Or you could have 1 package with half a cup of egg whites with a negative, and it'd be a -3 meal. If you had 1 package with 1 egg or 2 pieces of sausage, this would be a -2 meal. Now, the reason that goes just a little bit to a -2 is because there's a little bit more fat in that. So therefore it changed that. And then it shows you right here that if you had 1 package alone as a snack, it would be a +1 on the weight loss meter, a +1 on the weight loss meter. The way that I use this product is as a meal. So I do 2 packages as a meal. And there have been times where I've just eaten 1 package as a meal. So, because I didn't feel like I needed more than that, and I just ate 1 package as a meal. There's 12 grams of protein in that, which is awesome. Okay, so this is a great product. If you think that looks good to you, go ahead and write down AHS pancakes. Okay, let's look at some others. Okay, Deb's on here, so she can attest to this. Beverly International. This is a meal replacement shake. And a lot of exercise enthusiasts and muscle, like professional bodybuilders use this. They call it Ultimate Muscle Protein. Travis has kind of changed that P for us, and we call it Ultimate Muscle Protector. Because when you are losing weight, yes, Kim says, can you have sugar-free syrup with the pancakes? Yes, ma'am. Yes, you can. When you are losing weight, and the most important thing that you can do is to eat in a way that protects your muscles. And if you are living the Shibboleth lifestyle and eating foods in the proper food combination or an approved item, you're protecting your muscles, okay, the best you can when you are in weight loss mode. This is the difference between somebody thinking that calories are the end all be all of everything when they're not. So if you had 1,000 calories of Moose Tracks ice cream or 1,000 calories of chicken and broccoli, still 1,000 calories, but you are going to get so much more health benefits out of eating the 1,000 calories of chicken and broccoli. Would you lose weight doing just 1,000 calories a day of Moose Tracks ice cream? Yeah, but you'd look very sickly at the end of it. And we don't want that to happen. Okay. So our lifestyle is not put together in a way that's going to do that. So this is the Ultimate Muscle Protein. This is a very popular product. I'm going to scroll down. We call it a meal replacement. And you can find this in our store. You can also find it in Amazon. And then if you scroll down here, there's lots of different ways to use this. And I'm not going to read all of this, but it's a very versatile product. And I like all the ways. So if you are interested in one of the best protein shakes on the market, you need to write down Beverly Ump. Why is it one of the best protein shakes on the market? Because it has all of the essential and the non-essential amino acids in there, and most don't. And Deb says it's the best shake she's ever had. Been doing shakes for 8 years, and she just found these in May. Awesome, Deb. Awesome. That's wonderful. Yeah, so Bev, this ump is really, really good. And then if you come down here, there's even some recipes that include this. I mean, vanilla protein pound cake. Y'all bear with me. I'm going to look at this. Vanilla protein. Okay. Oh my goodness. It's got steamed cauliflower in it. A cup of approved vanilla protein, egg whites. All right. I think I might try that. I'm going to add that to my grocery list. And okay, I already got that hearted. I already had that hearted. Okay, I thought that might have sounded like something that appealed to me. But anyway, if you ever think you might need or want a protein shake, write this one down. Okay, next thing that we're going to look at, and I'm kind of going over these in the way that I use them for meal replacements, because some of these things are a meal replacement, a snack, or an extra, but I use them in different ways. And if you find something that can be used as each one of those things, you have to determine how you want to use it. Okay, the Flapjacked Mighty Muffin. If you have never had that, you want to try it. Okay, it's a -3 on the weight loss meter. 397 people have said they like it, and I probably ate 20 of them in my first 20 days. And I did that because, one, I'm learning the program. I just need what tastes good, keeps me satisfied, and keeps me in EFB, baby. And so I was eating these almost every day, sometimes twice a day, depending on what I was doing, if I was doing a wow challenge or something like that. But you can see I've given it 5 stars. I've already hearted it. You can find it in our store and on Amazon. You can also find these out in grocery stores too. One is a meal replacement. And look at all those other places that people have said they can find that product. So these are really, really good. All right. Health-wise is another product that is specifically made for weight loss. And that product also has some pancakes. You know, my hair's bothering me. Please forgive me for just messing with it. And what's great about those is I've got pumpkin spice flavor in my pantry right now. They also have chocolate chip and blueberry flavors too. So that's really nice that you can get those. And that's right here, the Healthwise pancake mix. There's a lot of Healthwise products right here. The oatmeal is pretty popular. The hot chocolate is very popular, but I am going to tell you how I use that hot chocolate in a minute, because I don't use it as a full meal replacement. Awesome, Joanne. Joanne had a perfect day today. Way to go. Way to go. Love it. But y'all, Hemp Bars. Ooh, I had one for breakfast this morning. Actually, I finished off a third for breakfast. Okay, so I've given it a rating. It's a -3. I've already hearted it. Now, look at the categories. It's a snack or a meal replacement or a low blood sugar snack. I only use this as a meal replacement because there are other things that I like to use as snacks. I just use this as a meal replacement. And we probably all do that kind of thing, figure out the way that we like to use that, and we tend to use it like that. But I use this as a snack. This is a 12-inch bar. I go ahead, when I open it, I go ahead and I cut it at 4 inches and at 8 inches. I already want it cut and prepared. And then I eat the first third, and then these little things click back into place. And then I just push it back on the counter. Next morning, I eat the second third. The next morning I ate the third, and then I might do eggs and other things for a couple of days, and then I'll open myself up a hemp bar again. So that's the way that I do these. Now, what I really like about these is there is nothing unnatural in a hemp bar. Nothing. So you've got a high quality German chocolate, and you've got hemp seeds, and then you have either nuts or dried fruit. Well, I'm a nut girl. I'm not a fruit girl. I'm a nut girl. And this gets in my nuts because I'm the type person that you can open up a bag of almonds, eat the entire bag. Open up a bag of pecans, eat the whole bag. Now, I try not to do that anymore. Even on a holiday, I try not to do that. But this gets me the nuts in that I like. And if you're a fruit person and you are backing off of the fruit right now in your first 7 to 10 days, or you're just kind of backing off of it to get your best results, this would get you some dried fruit in. Okay. So this is a really great product right here. And then look, there's a couple of challenges that you can do with this. So we're going to talk about wow challenges tomorrow night, and we'll go over some of those. And then this nutrition world, I don't think that's the same thing, but pretty much. So we buy these from Canada. So I don't know about that nutrition world, if it's the same type of product exactly. Okay. So that's a really great product right there. And what I'd like to do, I know that Deb is on here. Who else is on here that's a member? Tell us one of your favorites. Okay, now this right here, this is a very interesting product. This also comes from the place where we buy the hemp bars. This comes from Canada. And the name is crazy. Little Man Jeffery Luke's Square Meals. Okay, this can be a snack or a meal replacement. And I've never really enjoyed it when it says 1 reasonable handful is a snack and 2 handfuls is a meal. These are square. How can I make a handful out of those? I don't know. So what I did is I did some math on them, and I came up with the fact that I think 3 squares are a snack and 6 squares is a meal. So that's what I do when I'm able to get these. These things are delicious. I don't know if you remember the cereal Cracklin' Oat Bran, but it's very fatty, so don't eat it. But Cracklin' Oat Bran, this tastes like Cracklin' Oat Bran to me. So good. And if you use it as a meal, it's a -3 on the weight loss meter. But if you use it as a snack, it's a 0 on the weight loss meter. That's a big difference right there. Well, that's because this is being used as a snack. And even though it's a high quality product, anything used as a snack is not that great for weight loss, right? And so it gets a 0 on the weight loss meter. Why does it get that 0? Because we need to teach you the nuances of making decisions. Could seeing that 0 go, I don't really want to do that today. I don't really want to have that. It could help you make a decision. But those are delicious. Okay, Power Crunch bar. Now, I really like a Power Crunch bar, but when I saw this listing and milk, I got super excited because I have Kroger near me, and I buy the Kroger Vanilla Carb Master milk and the Kroger Chocolate Carb Master milk. And I really like those milks. So if you do not have a Kroger near you, then the milk that you could do with this would be fat-free Fairlife milk, and it's found at just about any grocery store. Okay, so this is a meal replacement or a perfect pairing item. So let's scroll down and look. You may have 1 Power Crunch bar and 8 ounces of Kroger Carb Master or fat-free Fairlife as a perfect pairing meal. Now, why is that a perfect pairing meal? Because it's 2 things that go together that are still going to work for you, but they aren't one of the proper combinations on the combination chart. So this is a meal replacement. If you just eat one of these by themselves, it could be a meal replacement. But if you're pairing it with the milk, that's when you call it a perfect pairing. And this is a -3 on the weight loss meter. If I looked up Power Crunch without the words and milk right there, underneath the category, it would say snack or meal replacement, because depending on how many calories happen to be in that particular one, if it's less than 200 calories, it can be a snack. If it's over 200 calories, we call it a meal replacement. Yes, Deb, I love Power Crunch. I've got a whole bunch of those in my pantry right now, but I like it better with the milk. So I really, really appreciate that one right there. Okay, let's scroll down some more. Okay, Shibboleth protein bars. Amen. These are so good. Let's see. Deb says she also likes Fairlife chocolate milk. Do they have a fat-free one? Or is that the like a 2% one? Lost 156 pounds with meal replacements until I found Shibboleth to make proper combinations. Oh my goodness. Deb, first of all, congratulations on losing 156 pounds. And she used meal replacements to do it. But here's the thing. She found Shibboleth and now she has more options. She doesn't just have to do meal replacements. She can properly combine meals and still keep that weight off. So yay, awesome. Okay, the protein shake. Okay, the protein shake. Gotcha. And I did see that one and I thought about touching base on that one and I'll go back and look at that one. Okay, protein bars. It says a snack or a meal replacement. It's a -3 on the weight loss meter. I've given it 5 stars. These are delicious. Approved portion. 1 bar as a snack or light meal replacement. Let's scroll down here and look. 1 as a light meal or 0 weight loss meter snack. So this could be a snack or a meal, depending on how you're wanting to have your day. But it says right here, you may only have 2 bars as a meal in maintenance. So if you're in maintenance, you could have 2 bars as a meal if you wanted to. Honestly, I've done that before and it's really too filling. But these are so good. This one, and they kind of look like a Rice Krispie treat, but they are better than Rice Krispie treats. Rice Krispie treats are kind of hard in your mouth, and these are just soft and melt in your mouth. They're so delicious. But there's lots of flavors, not just this one. You could click on this right here to go to our store to pick those up. Okay, so I've talked quite a bit about those, but I do want to kind of just show you, look at these Special K things. You've got this Special K uncured ham and crustless quiche. These are things you could just buy in the freezer section of a grocery store. So this is a snack, a meal replacement, and this is also listed in phase 2 frozen meals. So approved portion is 1 as a snack or up to 2 as a meal. If you eat it as a snack, it goes from the -2 that it is. As a meal, it would go to a 0 on the weight loss meter. Because remember, that's depending on how you're using it. So I just wanted to show you that there are some, I'm gonna go ahead and heart that one. And look, I've got a grocery list that I call might want to try. I'm going to pop that one into my might want to try grocery list. But I wanted to show you that there are other things in there than just those little specialty products. Those specialty products are fun, and honestly, they are void replacements in themselves. They taste like some of our old favorites, and we can use them in that way. But this is just regular stuff found out in the grocery store, and they can be used as meal replacements. So I want you to find at least 7 and list that on your worksheet. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and check off meal replacements right now. And the next thing we're going to have a look at is snacks. Okay, so this is taking us to the snack list. Now, the snack list can be found in the green resources tab in the food library. There is a category heading for snacks. You just click there. Okay. So some things I like to do as a snack. Now, snacks, it depends to me. Am I driving in the car and want a snack? Am I sitting in front of the TV and want a snack? What is the use of the snack? I analyze everything. Today, I pulled into a parking lot. I was at lunch with a lady. I pulled into the parking lot and I told her, I said, hey, I'm going to pull up and let you out and you can go ahead and get our table. I'm going to go hand pick my parking spot. And she's like, okay. And so I went and I parked. And when we walked back out to the car, I said, I parked in this spot. I don't like my car to get dinged up. And so I said, I parked in this spot because that car, it's on the back row. So I figured that it's probably these employees who work there and wouldn't be coming to their car. This one was backed in. And if it's just one person, they're going to be getting in on that side of the car. And this one was pulled in. And if it's just one person, they're going to be getting in on this side of the car. I said, so no car doors would be opening towards my car. So of course I'm just banking on the possibility of that and everything. And she's like, a lot of thinking went into a lot of thinking went into that parking spot. I said, oh, and it happens like that. I said, because I do it all the time. I'm always assessing that parking spot, that one's big enough, that could I pull close to the curb in this one? Well, I do the same thing with these foods. Okay, how am I using this? Am I riding in the car? Am I sitting there watching TV? How am I using this particular snack on this day? So if it's something where I'm riding in the car, I typically like to have something that'll last a little bit longer, because a lot of times you get bored riding in the car on a long trip and you just want that little thing. Well, that's why that cinnamon crisp cereal is so good, because the pieces are small and it's so tasty and you can just eat that. Now, again, that's an AHS cereal. Now, I do this cereal as both a meal replacement or a snack, but look at all the different ways that this cereal can be used. So it's a category 6 superfood. It can be used as a snack, can also be used as a perfect pairing item. That's when you put milk with it. And it's a phase 1 cereal, meaning that it's one of the best cereals that you could have. So I like it because it is portion controlled. And if I'm having it as a snack, I just do 1 packet. It's only 90 calories. It lasts a very long time. But when I do it as a meal, I do 2 packets, and this might sound funny, I do chocolate Kroger Carb Master on it. Pour it on there. It reminds me of when I was a kid watching Saturday morning cartoons, eating a chocolate cereal that then all the chocolate comes off into the milk, and I end up with chocolate milk in the end anyway. So I just pour chocolate milk on it and eat it. And then you come down here, there's a couple of really okay, Claudia, I'm going to answer that right now. That's awesome. There's a couple of really important points down here. You can have this with Egg Whites International, which is a liquid egg white product, but it is the only one that Travis trusts for us to consume raw. It is pasteurized and it has been triple tested for salmonella poisoning. We would never want someone to just take a carton of egg whites from the grocery store and use it raw in a shake or in cereal or something like that. So if you're going to use it raw, we highly suggest that you purchase Egg Whites International. Now, Egg Whites International comes in a half-gallon or gallon container. It also comes with Missy Shibboleth is with us. Y'all give some hearts to Missy Shibboleth over there on Facebook. She is our nighttime mentor. And look right here in this bottom right-hand corner. See where it says need help? Do you see how you have the little chat box like somebody's texting? If you needed something and you saw that, they would be there and would be able to talk to you. If it is an envelope, they're just not available at that time. And if it's late at night, they might not respond till tomorrow, but that means you can email them and they will respond. Okay. But Missy says that putting egg whites in your cereal always sounded gross to her. And honestly, it did sound gross to me too, but it's just a liquid. I haven't tried it yet just because I haven't, but how I would choose to use the Egg Whites International is really with that Beverly that we talked about. I would do a serving of this Egg Whites International with a scoop of Beverly You're really umping up your protein content, your protein amount. And when you mix it, if you blend it really good with like one of those little blenders, then it gets frothy, and that frothiness is just fun, but it really is satisfying. So that's what that is. Oh, and it's got a pump on the top of it so you can get your measurement out like that. And you could also have it with Kroger Carb Master or Fat-Free Fairlife, but you may have it with a 1/4 cup of any milk with phase 1 cereals. Okay. Now I like to say any approved milk, because whole milk is fat storage in a jug. That's what whole milk is, because it's sugar and fat, and that is not a good combo. So now that's not milk from a cow. Milk from a cow is not the same as whole milk. So you can have this with a 1/4 cup of any milk. So if you're an almond milk drinker, or if you are oat milk, or those other things, then you could do that with this cereal, but you would not do those other milks with a phase 2 cereal. But look right here, these 4 words: can be eaten dry. Most cereals cannot be eaten dry. Think about cereal. The nature of cereal is it's pretty starchy. Okay. And starchy things elevate your blood sugar. Your pancreas secretes insulin. If you've got fat in there, it's going to get stored. But this one is not like that. It's not really going to do that because it's got enough. This one's got 8 grams of protein. If you double it, you've got 16 grams of protein. Then you add that high protein milk with it. You've got more protein and it doesn't have any fat in it. So yeah, it all works together. But you can eat this one dry. And that's why I like to have this one as a snack when I am in the grocery and riding in the car. Okay, so that's that one. Yes, I like nuts and seeds as a snack. A little handful of nuts, a little handful of pumpkin seeds. Those are really good. Applegate Farms gluten-free chicken nuggets. Okay, I like this as a snack. This is a snack. It is not a meal replacement. It is not a category 1 or a category 4. Even though it says chicken nuggets, you might assume that it would go into a category number, but I guess because of the breading and other things, it's a snack, but it's also gluten-free. So those gluten-free folks, amen right there. Up to 7 nuggets as a snack. And you know what? I know that I can get these at Kroger. So I'm going to go ahead and mark Kroger real quick. And that is how we get data into the where to buy area. Now they're a +1 on the weight loss meter, but let's go right here. Applegate Naturals gluten-free uncured beef corn dogs. These things are so good. So it's category 1. It's a snack. You could have 1 corn dog as a snack. You want to eat something that's really, really good? Have that. It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. And look, oh yeah, I've already marked that I can find them at Kroger. Yep, that was me. I'm the one that said that. Okay, so those are good as snacks, but those aren't like your traditional snacks. Maybe you want something like this, the Atkins Caramel Chocolate Nut Roll Bar. Oh, lots of Atkins products are approved, but this one tastes like a Baby Ruth. Okay, so there's a snack. 1 bar is a snack. If you like paydays, they've got one that is like a payday. It's so good. Let's see what else we've got here. Do you like chips? Anybody like chips? Look right here. See how that says maintenance only? You just want to make sure that you look. Oh, and I love to point this out. I don't know if any of y'all have ever heard of Arbonne. Look, there's an Arbonne. There's 3 Arbonne products listed right there. See, Shibboleth is so awesome. We do not discriminate against other companies' products. Optavia, for example, is a real popular product. They sell products for weight loss, but we look at their products, and if they work, we put them in here. Why do we do that? A lot of people spend a lot of money on those products monthly, and then they're like, I don't want to continue spending this money. And so they find Shibboleth, and then they say, oh, I've got all these products. Can I still use them? Well, we look at them, and if they work, we put them right in here and let people use them. Same way with Arbonne or what else? What else is there? Other products? I know there's other ones. Oh, Plexus, if a Plexus thing works, you know, we don't discriminate against any product unless it just doesn't work for the purposes of weight loss. Okay. Oh, these little things are good. The Atkins Indulge Nutty Fudge Brownie. It's just like a little Debbie fudge brownie with nuts on the top of it. So yummy. There's the Peanut Caramel Cluster Bar. This one is like a payday. Very delicious. All right, let's see what else we've got, and then we'll move on. I want to see some chips, though. All right, let me see if, okay, Beanitos. Beanitos is a great thing to know about, okay? It's a 0 on the weight loss meter. I've given it 5 stars. Okay, it's an energy carb or a snack. Energy carb or a snack. So it's a category 3. Ding, ding, ding. That means that you've got to pair it with a lean protein and a fibrous carb if you're having it with a meal. You would not put it with a protein plus fat or a category 6 superfood or fruit, really, because you just wouldn't. But this is also could be used as a snack. So 10 to 12 cheese puffs. Oh, this is not a chip. This is the These are so good. Y'all, these are holiday in a bag. for me. Man, they're good. So I like to take these to the beach when I know that I might just want to sit on the beach and snack around, but I'll eat these, but I'm not doing something that's going to hurt me as much. Yeah, I'm overeating it. It is a holiday. I can do what I want to, but this is not a product that's going to hurt me as bad as regular Cheetos. So 10 to 12 cheese puffs as a category 3, or 1 heaping handful as a snack. Oh, Deb says Quest chips rock. Yeah, let's have a look at those. Let's look at these Bonito chips too. I want to show some differences here, okay? Beanitos, these are a 3 or a snack, just like the last one. You've got some approved portion here, up to 12 chips as a +1 weight loss meter snack, 8 to 10 chips as a 0 weight loss meter category 3. But what I like about these chips is that if you are doing nachos and you want to scoop with the chips, these are firm enough to do that with. Okay, so you can do that. And they have 5 grams of protein, 5. Okay. And look, there's other videos. There's all kinds of little recipes down there. But what I really want to look up, like Deb just mentioned, is I want to look up Quest chips. I'm going to put those in because I want to show you a difference. Remember, I want you to remember how many grams of protein I just said those Beanitos had. So now let's look at these. Okay. Now those Beanitos, they were a category 3 energy carb or a snack. These can be used as a snack, a meal replacement, or a perfect pairing item. So those Beanitos would not be able to be used as a meal replacement or a perfect pairing item. Okay. But these can. Now let's scroll down and let's look at something. Protein, 19 grams of protein. How many grams of protein did the Beanitos have in them? 5. 14 more grams of protein in this. If you're really wanting to stay super satisfied, I'd eat this. So what I do is I call it feeling a little chippy. Sometimes during the day, you're like, I just need to sit down and watch a little TV, pop my feet up in the recliner and eat some chips. And that was a behavior that I would have had before Shibboleth, and I probably would have eaten the whole bag of chips. But now I don't do that anymore. I will get, if I'm going to use it as a meal replacement, let's say I'm having it at lunch, I'm going to have it as a meal replacement. I'll get 2 bags of these chips and I will just slowly eat them and enjoy them. In my opinion, these work better to do that with than, well, the other chips, not a meal replacement, but these are a little bit more flaky. So these are hard to scoop with. They don't have a lot of ability to scoop. What I do like to do though is I can put these on top of I can use them as a snack by putting them on top of my salad, my little taco salad. I've done that before too, but I called it my snack for the day. So you can get a little bit creative. It's just that you've got to know how you're using this product. And once you've checked off, I've done a snack for the day, even if you ate it like as part of little nachos or something, you don't have another snack in the day because you've already used it up. So you can have 2 bags as a -1 weight loss meter meal, or 1 bag as a 0 weight loss meter snack, or perfect pairing with any combination that does not include a 3 or a 5. So actually, I take this back. I would probably use those as a perfect pairing on my taco salad. And they crunch up very well, and just put them on the top and they're really, really good. But this is the difference to me, 19 grams of protein. Okay, so I'm going to go off of that. We're going to go to our fast track and we're going to check off snacks. So I want y'all to list at least 7 snacks on your list. And the point of digging through the food library and finding things that appeal to you is that you get to see a lot of items. You get to have fun exploring things that could taste good, that you might like, that can help change your life. Okay, and yes, it sounds funny that some random snacks and extras can change your life, but knowing what to use, this is the information I needed and wanted when I was in a grocery store. Okay, so let's look at 7 extras. Now remember what I said, an extra is just something a little extra. Extras are typically around 40 calories. Then have to be an approved item. Don't just think, oh, I can use any random thing up to 40 calories as an extra, because if it's not approved, then you wouldn't use it. But the ones that are approved are typically around 40 calories. But I say typically because I'm going to show you what I use as an extra. That is one of those judgment calls that Travis made. Okay. So this is a very popular extra. The very first thing listed here, a 1/4 cup of Olay Mexican cheese dip. This is a very popular extra. See, it's an extra right there. A 1/4 cup as an extra. What if you wanted this with your nachos? Could call that an extra and have that with your nachos. What if you wanted to, as an eating episode, maybe you wanted to have a snack and an extra together and you dip some chips in this? I've done that. So that's something that you can do. And look, there's 40 calories right there. And it also says that if you do it, it gives you some different ways to do it with veggies, with approved chips and that kind of thing. You could do that. So that's a pretty popular extra. We come down here, they got some hummus listed as an extra. Now, I like this Carbolite ice cream mix a lot. And I do use this as an extra. Now the bag looks different. We really need to take a new picture and put a prettier picture in there. The bag is much prettier than that now, but you can use this as a snack or an extra. Up to 12 ounces is a snack. That's a lot of ounces for a snack. So I have done this as a snack before. And if you come right in, 2 ounces would be an extra. If you come down here, this 5-minute Shibboleth ice cream, that's what I make. So it's, I don't know if it's 28 ounces of water or ice, probably 28 ounces of water and some ice. No, ice and then water. And then you put in some of that, and you get 12 ounces. But what I like about that is I put it in my Yeti so it stays cool. And I use my spoon. I go out on the back deck and I sit like I'm just enjoying my day. I'm like I'm eating ice cream, but it's really a snack. And it's very satisfying because it takes forever to eat 12 ounces of that. So that's really good. But this as an extra is pretty easy too. Do you know you could make 12 ounces of it and then you could separate it out into 6 little containers, and then you would have, and you could put them in the freezer, and then you can have that. I like to do silicone with that instead of plastic. I've done plastic before and it doesn't come out of plastic as easily as it would the silicone containers. But Carbolite, oh, let me tell you the other way I like to use Carbolite. I do not like yogurt. And Sherry, Shibby Shop Sherry, as we affectionately call Sherry Ditto, she works in the Shibby Shop in Kennesaw. She said, take a tablespoon or 2 of this and put it in your Oikos 000 yogurt, and I bet you like yogurt. And I said, okay, and I did, and it tastes like a mousse, and I like it. Is very good. So that's what I do to that. There's hardly any calories in this. Look, 32 calories, hardly any calories. And it's got 4 different probiotic strains in it. This is a yogurt really in itself. And it's sweetened with xylitol, which is also appealing to me because that's a natural sweetener. Okay, so that one's a good one as an extra or a snack or in your yogurt. Okay, so here's some things right down here that I really like as extras. So we've got the ChocoRite. ChocoRite is a sugar-free peanut butter cup patties or sugar-free milk chocolate pecan clusters and so forth. I want you to see the box because I like to teach this according to the box. Okay, so you get this box, and inside this box there are packets with 2 patties in each packet. If you were to open up a packet and eat 1 patty, that would be an extra. So what if you finish dinner and you just want that little taste of something at the end of dinner? Do you want something just a little extra? You could have 1 of those. You could do 1 extra a day. You could have it as dessert. That could be your dessert. How about that? I mean, you just have that little sweet taste met. See, this is really a void replacement in itself. So it could also be used as a snack. Now, as a snack, it would be 2 full packets, which would give you 4 patties. And you do not have to eat that snack all at one time. What if you did 1 or 2 patties after lunch and 1 or 2 patties after dinner, and then you had a different extra that day if you're wanting to use all the things, okay? So you can get really creative. But those are really good, and you can get those in our store too. or on Amazon. But y'all, if you're willing to buy from us, it really, really, really helps us a lot. And it's not easy to run this ministry financially. So if y'all can buy from our store, it helps. Are you required to buy from our store? No, but we hope that you love us and want to help. So there you go. So let's go over two things that I want to show you as an extra. I'm not going to show it because it's a little bit hard to find in here because it's over in the restaurant guide. Chick-fil-A Diet Lemonade is an extra. So I was assuming that it wasn't an extra because it was diet and I was figuring it had 0 calories in it. But then somebody informed me, nope, that is an extra and you can have one of those in a day. I was drinking like 5 or 6 while I was at Chick-fil-A thinking it was 0 calorie. No. So anyway, now I just do one small, but I do order it with no ice. And then I will drink that as my extra. And it's got 50 calories. Well, extras normally have 40, around 40 or lower, but that one is used as an extra. Why did Travis say okay to that kind of thing? Because he likes to put things into the lifestyle in an approved way, how we tend to use them. But if you don't want to use that, like let's say that you always like to have what you use as an extra after your meal, then you're not going to order diet lemonade at Chick-fil-A that day. You're just going to get a regular diet drink that does have 0 calories or unsweet tea or just water, But if you decide that the diet lemonade is calling your name more at lunch, then you've already had an extra for the day. And if your tendency is to have one little extra after dinner at night, then you're going to cut that one out for that day because you've already had an extra. Is that all making sense? It's all dependent upon how you're using the item, and you can use them in a variety of ways. But here's one that I really like as an extra, the Health-Wise hot chocolate. So let's look at all the different categories. It can be used as a lean protein. It can be used as a snack, an extra, or a meal replacement. There's a lot going on with this product right here. It's -3 on the weight loss meter. You can find it in our store. This is specifically made for weight loss. So it's got 15 grams of protein in it. And look at all the different ways you can use this. You can add it with a bio coffee or Beverly Ump. You could have 3 servings alone as a -3 weight loss meter meal. That would be way too much for me of that. I would do it with the Beverly Ump very easily, and I would do it with the bio coffee. I would not use it as 2 servings as a 0 weight loss meter snack, but I do use it as an extra. It's just like having a cup of hot chocolate. You decide, I want a cup of hot chocolate, and you can have that. So that's how I use that right there. Or you could do 1 Health-Wise hot chocolate with 1 Quest protein bar as a -2 weight loss meter perfect pairing. So there's lots of great ways to use that product right there. So this is the one that I really use it as an extra. And I really think this one would be a good extra. Halo Top Light Ice Cream Mini Pops. It can be a snack or an extra, but I would you could do up to 3 as a snack or 1 as an extra. I'd probably just do 1 and have it as an extra. It's better to have it as an extra. It's a 0 on the weight loss meter. Or it goes up to as a +1 on the weight loss meter as a snack. So your job is to just really explore and look through there and find yourself some extras. Okay, now let's look at freebies. Freebies, like I said earlier, are technically free items. Your category 2 vegetables are freebies. Now, if you've cooked those category 2 vegetables, let's just say in MCT oil or something like that the night before, I wouldn't call that a freebie anymore because now it's got oil in it and it's not quite as free, right? But if you haven't cooked it in that, then you can use it as a freebie. In this freebie category, there's a lot of just general random things listed, like 0 calorie sweetener in here, 0 to 5 calorie beverages, just lots of random things are just listed in here. But I'm gonna tell you some freebies that I like. This AHS Chicken Bouillon. So I keep this in the pantry. I really don't use it a whole bunch, but it is good for, let's say that I've had a late night and I get home from somewhere and I'm really wanting to eat something and I'm not feeling something sweet. I want something more savory. That's when I go for this AHS chicken bouillon. Now, categories, as you can see, it's a category 2 fibrous carb or it's a freebie. Category 2 fibrous carb would be if you're using it as part of a combined meal. Sometimes this is also used in recipes as a category 2, but I use it typically as a freebie. So it tastes like egg drop soup, honestly, to me. And I just heat it up and it makes me feel like in my mouth, tastes like that I ate something. And it gives you a little warm in your tummy, and it's got 5 grams of fiber in it, 20 calories. It's really not going to hurt you at all. And then if you scroll down, there's a couple of little things that use it as part of the recipe. So I use that. Let's see. Oh, I use bell peppers as freebies. And then we've already heard that pickles, no sugar pickles or dill pickles work. Now, carrots, those are those raw baby carrots that have not been cooked. A little palm full of those could be used as a freebie if you needed that. And then the other thing I'm going to talk about as a freebie is sugar-free Jello. You can use sugar-free Jello as a freebie. And I also like cucumbers as a freebie. So those are some things that I think are great freebies. All right. So now let's move on and look at the void replacement resource. The void replacement resource, honestly, a lot of this, when you click on it, you can see how you could choose to use it. So this is a page where you've just got lots of random things that we've used before in our life, before we found Shibboleth, listed out. Lots of things. Okay. But if you're specifically looking for something, let's just say you're specifically looking for cookies, you want to have a void replacement for cookies. You type in cookies over there, and these are the things that have been tagged with cookies. So let's just look at cookies, general cookies. Look, it says do not eat it. Do not eat them. But if you wanted to, you could have the Birch Benders cookie a la cup, Bite Fuel Power Bar Bites protein cookies, Buff Baked Protein Crunchy cookies. I actually think they quit making those. I could strangle them for that because I love those things. The Snickerdoodle was so good. We do find, and this happens sometimes, y'all, in this lifestyle that we're living, we'll find some specialty product that we like, and then the company will quit making it. And we're all devastated that our favorite whatever went away, but it just does happen sometimes. Flapjack cookie bar, health-wise cookies. Be real careful with these Lenny and Larry cookies. Make sure you've read the right way how to use them. Monk pack cookies. I don't even know what these things are. So what I do is I just play and I look like, I don't even know. Monk pack. That sounds interesting. Okay. Do you know what that looks like? Y'all tell me, what coloration does that look like to you? What is that coloration? Anybody seeing the same thing I'm seeing? Yep. That's what I thought, Amanda. This is the coloration of Toll House. So it says nutrition is included here for peanut butter chocolate chip, but portion recommendations are the same for all the flavors. So if I want to see the whole thing, I can click more info. It's got 18 grams of cookie. That actually looks really good. Now it's a 1 on the weight loss meter. I can probably find something a little bit better. Oh, and I just spotted something that I'm not a fan of. You can have half the cookie as a snack. I don't know about you, but when I open up this bag, when I open that, the cookie that's left inside the bag yells my name a lot louder. And since that bag is not sealed, it comes out and I can hear it more. And so I probably would not choose to do this one for me, but it looks good. I think I might heart it and add it to my might want to try, but I'm not sure I would do that regularly. But another reason I think I might want to try it is because it looks like Toll House, Amanda. Okay, I'm going to close that up. Now let's just look up, and there's other ones. You can see there's cookies and milk, gingerbread cookies, lemon cookies. You just have to click on them and see what's there. Well, let's type in cake. Cake came in pancake. Okay, birthday cake, cake, and pancake. Let's just look up birthday cake. Do not eat it. And then it gives you some different options right there of things that might taste like birthday cake. And then there's regular cake. And you could use the smart cake. Now, some of these things, be real careful. Make sure that you're not using these things as a meal replacement if they're not a meal replacement. Notice how they are used. So I hope y'all enjoyed tonight, just looking at all of that. I'm gonna check that box off right there. If you are in Travis's surrender group and you're not and you want to participate, you can click right here on this pink online webinars tab. And then right here, it says surrender and accountability meeting. If you click right there on the register here button, it's going to say join webinar in progress, and boom, you can be right over there into that Zoom room. And this is not a nutrition class. Travis is bringing the fire on the surrender nights. It's not nutrition. Nutrition from him is on Tuesday nights right now, or you could join Elite Club if you wanted to. But this is bringing the fire. So I'm going to head over there now. I hope to see y'all. And if you are not a Shibboleth member yet, please grab your membership at myshibboleth.com. I do hope that you saw some things that you liked tonight and that you feel like you would benefit from our education and from all the tools that we have. Y'all have a great night. See you in the morning for the Shibby Show, and tomorrow night for restaurants and wow challenges and advanced combination chart and how to use the video library. Bye, everybody.